I think that Africa is at a point of opportunity. Africa has no automatic future. Africa is not on autopilot to some gilded age, as a lot of people seem to think. What is being rather prematurely, perhaps you might even say falsely, celebrated as Africa's rise is simply the continent having become a playground for globalization.
So in the last 10 years, 6 of the fastest growing economies in the world have been in Africa. We know this is true because the economists told us. And all of this is being done because there's a resource boom. We've got gold, we've got minerals, we've got stuff underneath it. Africa has 14% of the world's population, most of them under the age of 30, and we are where China was when its boom years began. I think that the gold of today is mobile. People like to call Africa a mobile-first continent, but I'm telling you that Africa is a mobile-only continent. And what we see in Africa is the purest form of innovation, innovation out of necessity. We're not talking about Angry Birds, we're talking about things that people do to make their lives better. So all of this just shows the incredible innovation that people in Africa have come up with. I don't believe that the gold is under the ground, I believe that we are the gold. And this is not that catchy phrase, innovation at the edge. This is innovation over the edge.
Hello, greetings, everyone. I'm very sure that you're really excited about the African Business Month. We started celebrating it on 1st of November, and the next one is going to be coming up this Saturday. But today I'm talking about the need for Africans to reinvent themselves and tell our story. Without us telling our story, the Western media will keep on propagating false narratives about Africa, and we'll never make progress with that. There is need for African journalists, African media, to provide leadership when it comes to telling African stories as it is. We have seen recently that the Western media has become a tool of propaganda against African countries. They're even exaggerating what is happening in Ethiopia. They made us believe that Addis Ababa is going to fall very soon. And they keep on bringing this negative narrative about Africa. And this is what the danger of a single-side story can cause. The kind of damage that they're inflicting on Africa is devastating. And with ongoing censorship, you see that there is need for Africans to create their own platforms so that we can express ourselves without being censored. Because many years, whenever we share anything that is of interest to Africans, it's usually censored by Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and all these Western platforms that we've been utilizing for years. There's the need for Africans to come together and begin to create our own realities. There's need for us to be the first ones to tell people Africa, to tell people about Africa and share experiences, share our stories. And this is why we have the United States of Africa. It's this platform where Africans in Africa and also Africans in the diaspora, they can share stories about various African countries, what is going on. There is need for Africans to unify amidst all challenges that we are facing. There's a crisis in Sudan, also another crisis in Ethiopia. There's a crisis also in Swaziland, where the king is slaughtering civilians on a daily basis. That the African Union is just sitting down, waiting for international organizations to respond to African problems. We have to take ownership of the challenges that we are facing in Africa and be the first ones to propose or suggest solutions. Without us providing leadership, in solving our own problems, we are going to remain slaves. We're going to remain open to whatever foreign decisions that they're going to make about Africa. And that's not the Africa that we want. The Africa that we want is an Africa that is self-reliant, self-sufficient, an African nation that is unified beyond different ethnical groups that we have. There is no nation that can be established based on ethnicity. So that's why there's need for Africans to unify beyond their tribal differences and realize that there is one Africa. And without us realizing that there is only one Africa, we're going to keep seeing more Africans trying to split to form their own microstates. And that's not the journey that we want to see Africa go. They divided Africa in the Berlin Conference, but now we are dividing ourselves. It's very sad and very unfortunate to see Africans, sons and daughters of Africa, fighting to continue what happened in the Berlin Conference. What we need to see is more people fighting to pick up these pieces and unify them into one country that will ensure that Africans are unified, whether they're in the north, they're in the east, in the south, in the central. Africans need to work together. We need to learn and understand the power of collaboration, the spirit of Pan-Africanism. And if you take the DNA test of Africans, you realize that they have many countries, they are carrying many countries within them. There's no single African who's 100% Kenyan, 100% Ugandan, 100% Ethiopian, 100% Egyptian. You'll see that Africans carry so many countries, so many states within them. And that only demonstrates that we are one nation, split by the Berlin Conference boundaries. But now is the time for us to come together and begin to speak with one voice. Without us speaking with one voice, we are not going to see an Africa that is self-reliant, an Africa that is making progress. What is disguised as progress is actually is actually Africa becoming a playground for those who are exploiting it. So that's what is in most cases being referred as economic development or economic advancement. But the true economic advancement of Africa has to be driven by the African people. It has to involve civilians, the masses, so that they are part and they benefit from the economic development of Africa. There is need for Africans to invest in themselves, to understand the spirit of collaboration, working together towards a common interest. The United States of Africa is carrying out an innovations initiative that is bringing together several African developers, and both at home and abroad, with a mission to create technological innovations for Africa, because we realize there's a need for Africa to reclaim its technological sovereignty. And the only way to do that is through collaboration, through the spirit of voluntarism, and through working towards attaining a common objective and realizing the power of Pan-Africanism, how we can utilize teamwork, how we can utilize African unity to advance our common interest and create something that will have multiplying effect in terms of supporting the United States of Africa projects and ensuring that United States of Africa is able to sustain itself carry out infrastructure projects, ensure that the United States of Africa becomes a force to reckon with. I can see there's someone dropping the comments. Thank you, Mustafa, for joining from Liberia. So what I'll say is that to everyone who's watching, and be part of the team that is willing to take action to work towards the realization of United States of Africa. If we work with so much devotion and utilize the different skills that we have, we'll certainly have a unified Africa. And United States of Africa will become a reality when we put our hands together and work towards common interest. When we understand that there is only African solutions to African problems, and there is no foreign solutions to African challenges. We are the ones who can provide solutions to the challenges that Africa is facing. And this is the time for us to become our own media, to become our own voices, and to tell our stories, to tell our stories as they are, without any manipulation, so that many can learn about the beauty of Africa. They can understand about the rich history of Africa and the accomplishments, the achievements of Africans that are usually downplayed. It's up to us to uncover these achievements and to tell the true history of Africa, and to tell the true stories, and to reflect the reality of African affairs. We are the voice for the African people, and it's up to us to tell our stories and to combat these Western propagandas about Africa. We are Africa, and we are one. So let us work towards the realization of United States of Africa. If you want to get involved in the United States of Africa, you can always email us. You can reach out to us via United States of Africa Facebook page. You can reach out to us via our Twitter handle, via LinkedIn, via YouTube channel. You can connect with us and tell us what you can do for United States of Africa. We are open to new suggestions on how we can improve and how we can what we can implement the United States of Africa vision. So you're welcome to email us any suggestions that you might have in terms of the programs that we run. We also invite for suggestions. If you want to be a guest and you know that you have the credentials that will make you fit to be a guest in any of our shows, you can reach out to us so that you're considered and so that you're part of the conversation. Thank you everyone for joining, and have a great day.